table conference. Round table.
Round table conference.
I know, I was there.
Chiều ở đây bao nhiêu? Sau này stack.
Oh, you played again? Addicted. It was good ride, right?
In total, you mean? But remember, I couldn't work from Monday to Wednesday.
Wow.
I think on Friday you need to have
Còn anh, con người má. Chiến nè.
Chiến.
anh cấm để rồi. Đây ta ngồi bên kia kìa.
Gần mà cái bắt mà thấy ngoài. Chiến.
Quý đó. Moi nữa anh.
Moi hôm nay nghỉ nha.
Trời ơi, quên quý nữa hả?
We should have assigned seats every week, so you know.
Or everyone needs to have a name sign.
A name tag.
Name tag.
So that you win, mate.
I move so you guys can stretch out.
Alright, I think we can start. We go leave it. Eugene.
Start upon dinner. One can do today the
Sunday.
yes, Sunday.
This one.
2-1. It's him. Normally I call him Tú-Anh.
Mine is Rowan Fish. His name is Sunday.
Tú-Anh is the middle name and the last name.
I have already booked the table for everyone, and for now we just select the food menu. Totally we have 58 participants to join us.
That was a significant increase from last week, so what changed?
It 58 include 13 managers.
Yeah, but last week you said 35 attendee from
No,
SOM.
including nominees in September.
For now we include the SOM from September. Last time just from August, from April to August.
Oh, okay.
So do we have to pay a deposit? Do we have to pick a menu? So what do we have to do?
You don't need to do anything.
Who's picking the food?
No, deposit the report.
They
I nominate
first. I
is
will
he-
deposit first, and after that we will pay for credit.
I think Izzy or Izzy and myself should look at the food menu. Okay.
Kim, you might want to speak to somebody in fabricators. They've dealt with the gang's payment before, and it's been a headache for them. So maybe just reach out to one of the OMs over there and ask what the process is on their side.
So cannot pay on the spot?
You can, but I remember Trump stuff having to spend half an hour with refunds, and I don't know whether, well,
Alright. Today.
yeah, but who is doing the menu?
I will send a menu for the group. Just one day for
Ah.
the allergy was the shrimp. And
Seafood.
There's a few people, huh?
Yeah.
just one.
Any vegetarian?
No. No vegetarian.
In Hong Kong, yes.
Yeah, and are you inviting customers?
That's question for Asphalt John and
We never invited.
Well,
But in
Ellie
re-
was here
in the
last
past
time,
we did.
but her mum was in
Really?
town.
Yeah.
So
I can't see that as a problem.
In the past, we combine SOM and team
Team leader.
When I organize
What's
the
different?
SOM and team separately, we also invite the customer.
We also.
Yeah, let me speak to John. I can't see that.
So the question here is like with the SOM dinner, should we invite include the customer?
well, it doesn't have to be a hard and fast rule. You just could say this week are we inviting, or this time are we inviting customers? Doesn't have to become a policy.
More from the manager?
Yeah, yeah.
In your opinion?
How many?
Maybe-
Would you prefer to have the customers there or not?
Yes.
Maybe not.
No, no,
To,
no, it's a fair,
No, maybe not.
yeah, well, it's a fair
to
thing.
let the staff more
Relax.
comfortable.
Yeah, that's a
Because,
fair
yeah.
comment.
Are they uncomfortable in front of the customers?
They don't look it.
They are,
I don't think that's ever. I thought they all embrace the customers.
But it's a fair comment.
Yeah.
Now, but the customer here, we still need to spend time to take care of them.
Yeah,
At that time, we will not focus on our staff. So the purpose of that is just for SOM
Yeah.
staff only.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
Like 50 people here. I don't know how many people here you need to take care of it, but yes.
So just for
Michael as well.
just for this time, we only have two customers like Michael and Elise. But like with this kind of person, you need to think further. Like next year when everything back to normal.
Yeah, but
So
once
the
again,
quality of
it doesn't have to be a
yeah.
policy. It
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
have to be because we do it now, we do it every time.
I'm not looking for a hard rule. But
Yeah.
I just want to hear from you guys' opinion so we can do for the next time.
Are you Dennis' family doing it Friday night as well?
Yes, but I think we should change the holiday.
Okay.
And the party is more for our staff, not for the customer. Because there will be the customer that they have no staff with the nominee staff. So it's my consent for them to participate.
yep.
First Enhanced Week. Thank you for your encouragement the staff to join the my tech workshop last week as well as the Saturday. So currently we see that many staff they enjoy walking around the building or after work or another group they react just a bit feedback that last Saturday there was only one team manager and one team leader on behalf of RHP segment in the event. So hopefully next time we can encourage our staff to join the event. Tú, can you please update the charity status?
It's really first we want to thank everyone for passing the message to your staff, and we receive a lot of things from the donated things from the member, happy member. And last week we already gathered all the people to take the picture, took the picture, to thank for their contribution. And this week we are planning to post the donation and leave it in the office until the day we go to the nursing home on the 4th November.
And it's not too late, right? If you haven't had an opportunity to donate, you can still donate now.
We will call. They also can continue to donate, but to their representative member or the teenagers and give to us. But like we.
You need to pack. You make it sound like you need to pack all everything and do it full day.
Yeah,
So
we
if
have
you-
to write and.
So if somebody were to donate more stuff, what is the hard stop where you say, hey, we finished packing, done our thing, we were just ready for Saturday to deliver? Would you say Friday? Obviously, it's very obvious, but is there a hard stop where you guys say, okay, we're not packing anymore?
Because some member they are waiting for the category, and let's say if we missing something, they will buy to come with it. So we will let them know that that cut off day, so we don't miss
Okay.
any.
Good idea.
Just let them know, I guess, today, tomorrow. 4th November is this Saturday or is it the week after?
We got.
Ah, Friday. Alright.
Well done.
All
On
the
organising it, by the way.
Because currently the list that we received from you guys before, so we already have 48 members. So and the nursery home just allow the maximum be 45. So we may first send a survey within the group first to see how many people can join in the 4th November, and if it still have a loss, some loss, so we will send out for the members.
So there were 48 people who donated.
No, the 48 members that you give me the list before, like the volunteer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we will prioritize for them first,
Yeah.
and then we will donate members.
Just want to say again, as you said, on behalf of everyone here, thank you for your time and effort of organising 100%. You didn't have to do it, but you were around. You did a good thing, so I think you did a good job.
Yeah, really great initiative. And I think for me, just seeing how many donations there were, like goes to show how willing our staff are to support a cause, which I thought was incredible to see, and just seeing it all packed there, particularly as we have like obviously ulterior motives. It's going to a great cause, but when we have people walking around the office like customers and they see all this, and they see how willing our staff are to contribute to less fortunate people or people in need, it sends a really good message. And so based on that, we were talking this morning about, okay, obviously our staff are willing to support these things, maybe we should give more opportunities to do that. So in Australia, at Christmas time, we would have a thing called a toy drive, where we'd go and buy a small toy and wrap it up and make a present, put a present under the tree, and then give it to charity. So potentially for Christmas or Tet, like that could be the one that you guys, if you think is worthwhile doing, something similar, and then choose somewhere, and then we could even go and give them ourselves. I think that would be a really good thing to do. And also talking about potentially getting a little Polaroid camera, taking a photo of yourself with a present and writing a message to the child, just to say, yeah. So.
I think it's a good, worthwhile initiative to think about this too. Maybe you don't want to have to run it, but further opportunity to the 48 who volunteer. Maybe it doesn't have to be a team manager who runs it.
Yeah.
It could just be the staff. You know, we've identified 48 people who are passionate about doing volunteering work, just in general, and some of the ideas, you know, in this week, last week, we could only have one charity. You know, they may have connections with other charities, and maybe it's consider their turn. Yeah, so.
And then I've got another idea, so like looking at the facilities of the nursing home, and you may have spoken to them about what their need is for perishables, for consumables, but maybe we also do something longer term where we can have something in the background that we can contribute to help them with facilities or, you know, whether it be wheelchairs or, you know, things like that.
Mattresses. Yeah. But we don't have to do it now, it's all long-term vision.
Well, yeah, what this is, it opens up that opportunity based on what you've done, is just shows their support there. So,
yeah.
Well done.
So luckily in they have the week this week, so they did a lot to the so
that is what we were. That was the idea, right? To leverage off existing relationships and charities. So therefore, it's not like, hey, can I do a charity? So out of that 48, there could be another 10 people who are like doing it like this week. So maybe this time they would go, hey, I like the idea of the gifts. For example, for Christmas, toy drive. How about this charity that?
And it doesn't just have to be one. It could be five.
Yeah. Maybe float the idea. We can talk about it.
We have that many people here that we potentially could have a lot of fun.
That's right. All right. Well done. Thank you.
Thanks. Performance appraisal. Just follow up you about the training section for team members. After first training section of new team leaders, so on your staff have been trained about performance appraisal.
Done.
train what
Uh,
team leader or the staff?
the staff. So after first training session of new promoted team leader, we are requesting to coach and mentor team members about performance appraisal. So have we done it?
Yes.
Okay, so in this case, please make sure the staff understand the objective of performance appraisal. The review for review feedback their performance and new plan for them next year to achieve the target, something like that. So make sure we on clear the objective with the staff before before we do the review. And also as my message in the group chat that today PNC will collect the data from Workday. So please make sure the data of your team on correctly. And in this group chat, anh Thái in Platinum Star 100 last week. So please complete it this morning.
Already done.
And from now on, the staff can do their self-assessment before they submit it.
They can get the link, the survey.
Yeah, I know that. Just okay, they can think of their self-assessment in advance, and then when PSC release the link, they can update the info in there.
The form is still the same.
So we still have the same form, same criteria as last year.
Good luck to us. Online.
So, do you have any concern, any question about this topic?
So regarding to the TA Q&A, so it means today we have the online, offline
Yes.
Q&A for
Online,
PA.
offline.
Yeah, see that include the team leader and team manager.
Yes.
Just one thing to bring to the table for you to consider, like, because we received the question from the team leader, and some of them come from our segment. They are the new promoted team leader and team manager, and then they share their concern about they have no experience as well as the confidence to do the appraisal for their team by themselves. So what can we have? So we will give them some advice, like within your team, if they have the case like that, the recommendation is like you can do one trial and then ask your team leader to be the witness. Then they can handle another section with the other staff by themselves, or you can give them a chance to run the section by themselves. But like you sit there in the room and then give them the advice.
So in this table, how many people go into Office One or apply training session?
Everyone's registered, right?
Yes.
Nó sát giờ quá, sát giờ đi học online.
It can be offline or online. Everyone's good. Obviously, offline is better. If you have time, you should go.
Customer visit. As far can you update?
Yep. For this year, I guess generically, there's seems to be a lot of activity from customers to MyTech, not necessarily in RHB. With RHB, we've got Michael and Ellie probably leaving in 3 weeks. I hope you guys are aware. You're aware. Michael the 9th and Ellie the 10th. Pretty sure.
No.
Michael,
Ellie's,
10th.
yeah, December. Michael's December.
Yes, next month.
Yeah.
But I don't see any new customers coming in unless in RHB besides the contingent coming in.
November. Potentially Glenville, but we don't know.
So
Have they booked their flights?
Sorry?
Is it confirmed?
Still not confirmed yet. They just let me know that maybe in November.
Oh, Glenville.
I'll say one thing at a time. That's Glenville.
Yeah.
Yeah. UK customers coming at the end of November.
End of November?
Yeah. Sorry, it's Michael's birthday on the 9th. Ellie leaves on the 10th.
Just
Yes. Sorry, I wasn't.
9 November.
And then, just so you guys are aware, I mean, there's a lot of customers heading, coming into Office 5, so a lot of Christian Ungar's customers are trading with another company. Still don't know if they'll be making a visit to IHB walk.
I think they want to. Some,
Yeah.
and there's some high-level executives coming in from the people that own our customers.
Okay.
Yeah. So, our customers' bosses, basically. Yeah.
Interesting. And then, just looking through the list here, fabricators have a few customers, placemakers, as here, books back, Timber Trust, have some people coming here. So I guess keeping you guys aware that there is a lot of customer activity coming in this month. Not so much in RHB, but
There should be people walking around.
maybe people walking around, areas between offices, be aware.
So this week, and tomorrow,
Oh,
we
and
will
tomorrow
leave
leaves, yeah,
on
Thursday, Thursday he leaves, this last week, so that you have a session booked this time already? Yeah, is that gone, as you done?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
So, I encourage, Ty, anything else you want him to teach or, you know, let's get it over with.
When anyone from
so on participant at register.
anyone from Coral?
So for iPark team managers and AZ, please if you please register your team leader or your staff who best rapid user and English speaking, please register to
I have
for
informed the people or a past team manager on the meeting already, so you just need to forward to your team.
yeah.
Yeah, sure.
But you please consider about the ability for speaking English. So if the staff join and they want to ask any questions.
Just ask them speak slowly, does it? You can ask them.
Yeah, sorry, unrelated but customer related. That UK customers, when they come at the end of November, Mr. Arn is going to help me organise a football match, which will be England versus Australia. So there'll be 3 of the English guys playing, plus some of the staff who work for the English customers, like Reem and some of his team, plus a few people from Fabricators. So we'll have an Australian team. So Michael will play. I'll try to play. I'm assuming you'll play. If anyone else,
You'll play, so you want to win basically?
yeah. Oh no, we're gonna get my team, male team, to play for the Australians. So yeah, anyone who's interested that supports an Australian, oh yeah, just anyone if you want to play. So we'll be actually getting Australian kits and English kits and giving it to them. Even the non-players from the English side will have a top to remember the trip to Vietnam.
It'd be pretty
And then we'll do a dinner afterwards. So.
fake top, right?
Yeah,
not the.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'd ask him. He's procuring it. So.
Like this?
Yeah.
England.
I don't think we can put. Yeah. I don't think we can put. Yeah. Yeah. So something to consider if you want to participate in that.
That's good. That's good. Anything else?
So for customer. Next one, Salesforce. Again, just reinforcing you to update on relevant conversation between you and the customer for any case we created in Salesforce. Currently, we still see that after you create a case in Salesforce, no conversation updated or uploaded into the case. So please keep in mind.
The cases are also, wider issues, not just cancellations. It's not just customer issues. It's also downtime, server downtime, emails not working, or so on and so forth. There should still be cases. There should be more cases. The call out should be more cases in our Salesforce. Okay, we generally just put cancellations of contracts or customer issues, but I think you guys are aware there's a lot of cases that seem not to go through into Salesforce. That's the call out. Everyone know how to do cases in Salesforce?
Okay, just some
I'll check that first.
there's some specific cases that we don't know how to address the cost. Like once I asked Mr. Ching and we had no idea where to put like the actual cost.
Cost?
Cost. Yeah.
Actual. Such as?
Just like for example, like for one like feedback from customer, bad feedback, we may receive them via a direct email or direct call, something like that. But there are some cases. There's some cases that we don't have the suitable reason or suitable to reason to put in.
So there's when you click down reasons, there's a few, right?
Yeah.
But no reason suitable for
Yeah, but
the
there's also
situation.
there's one reason there that's like you can put anything in there, like customer something. There's one there that is really open ended, I reckon, in there. But don't be that the reason. Don't have just. That's the reason why you're doing cases. You need to fix it.
Yeah.
So
I will review it with you again.
thank you. One hour.
Okay. Next one, communication. Last week we have not last week, just the week before, but just want to remind you that please communicate with your OM when there is any situation happening in the team. Don't wait until you fix the problem issue with the customer or with the team, because when you inform your OM after fixing the problem, sometimes the customer can call GM to discuss about the case. However, GM or OM wasn't aware of it. So, and
I think the call out is, and this is again going back to Chris Hollander's message last week, escalating internal information up and down is also very important. We want to keep enhancing and enforcing that. We had the team leaders meeting 2 weeks ago. One of the questions, was it 2 weeks ago, team leaders catch up? And one of the questions I said to the group is, have we cascaded some of this info? It was around the customer experience of automation, of priorities, right? Priorities and whatnot. And I could see only a few hands. So some of you are cascading very well. Some of you, I can conclude, need to cascade more. But yeah, that's just a call out. And no one likes to be blindsided, right? The last thing you want is you solve a problem and then we think it's been solved, but maybe it's not. And only for an OM or GM to be, hey, what's going on here? So let's communicate up and down.
customer control project.
Yeah, customer portal project. We're still tracking along with this project. Next week will be a big week for this project, whereby a lot of things come together. We should be at that stage be able to shortlist 5 to 2 softwares. I know I said this every week, but it is next week. There are teams here that were involved in the function test this week. I can see a few heads nodding, so you were involved. That's just to use, the function test is to just show that the software does the job, which is can they do a task, can they track time, can they have storage capacity. Do we like the dashboard, is it ease of use? Okay. Another thing next week we'll find out is we've received a survey that a lot of staff have done. So we got a 50% response rate, which is good. Around 1,600 people responded. Okay, so on their feedback on teamwork and non-teamwork, I will get that information next week to synthesize. We will also get all the customer surveys that were sent out last week. So far the response is not bad, 25% rate. Normally on these sort of surveys you expect 10 to 15. I think a 20 to 25% rate is very good. We'll see some of their feedback. The idea is the feedback we get from both questionnaires, we want to see what are the things that we don't already know to help us recommend the 2 other software packages. So that comes full circle, and then there will be a longer trial for the second shortlist of the 2, which will involve more stakeholders. So we reduce the amount of operation managers in that final trial. It will be a longer trial. That mini project will be 4 weeks. If anyone here from RHB, from the TMTL, wish to be involved, please raise their hand. We'll probably send an invite to get 1 TDM maybe who wants to get involved in that one to represent that group. But yeah, so, teamwork's it's not broken. It's just looking at an alternative in case we do switch. So far the feedback I'm getting is teamwork's working really well, Randy. But yeah, we use it for 10 years, so part of that is just looking what else is there. Any questions?
Platinum Star 100 trip. Hi, can you please share your experience?
Yeah, I can say like last week when I joined a lot of activity there, and my objective for the trip is try to encourage and support with teamwork for the team, that's my team, and as well as sum up our space segment staff member, like we BS 100, they're very good, and if possible they can become team leader. Just my personal point of view.
You mean in the trip?
Yeah, I met in the trip because they brave to provide their idea, their thinking, and also they brave to leading the team. I'm just a team member, and they leading and provide everything that's very good. They grow, and also I put my object for that one is trying to learn something new, just about personal thing, and very good on that one because I can disconnect with the work. It means no headache and everything. Just concentrate on the activity. That's good on that. Because even one of my customer, Century, I share the information I joined the trip, and as customer say, yes, sometimes we need like disconnect with the work about even a week, just recharge the energy, and then back to work. And
Who said that?
Michael Finocchio, director of national director of estimating. He said that. And because he also took a week off the week before my trip. Yeah, he said that sometimes we need to disconnect like that because it keep moving like that. Maybe one day we burn out and we lost of on energy. So now we recharge and fulfill with the everything.
So even though it was a very heavy activity, in your mind, your mind was more relaxed. Physically, it's not obviously relaxing, but your mind was more.
Yeah, that's a good chance for us, for me as well, don't think anything about the work. Now just concentrate on the natural route and how to overcome the challenge that the instructor they set up. And also have a chance to talk with one instructor from India. That's a girl. She came to Vietnam 3 months already only, and there are a lot of like proactive thinking from her. That's very good, and we learn from her. Good on that one. And besides that, have a chance to meet with some team member on the other segment as well. They very crazy, as we say.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's been very fun and extremely fun on that one. And we did a lot of teamwork activity. And the instructor say this is the best team they have ever. Maybe same. Okay, same concept.
They always say that. That this is the best team I ever.
Yeah, that's good. Maybe tricky way.
There you go, you let Outbound Alliance.
Yeah.
Now, when you said your team was extra.
Yeah, something like that.
What do you think of the cooking and cleaning?
Cooking and cleaning, I love the way they ask for the team cook and clean. It means we don't leave anything behind. It means when we left the place, everything clean up.
As you when you arrived.
Yeah, it's good to that one. Even the gas
When
space.
did you go, Miss Ann? Did you go this week or last week?
No, I skipped this trip.
Oh, you skipped.
Yeah, that's good for my like mental only, not for physical.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We work a lot.
Which activity you like the best?
Climb up from the mountain.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Okay. That one. Because at that time you have to control everything. The instructor not like just support only, and from the straight. Well, you have to like go down and control step by step. And the first time I tried that, a little bit scary, but it's good.
Have you guys ever done rock climbing? No, we do. You've done it on PS1, haven't you?
Yeah, but it's
That's a fake wall.
Unfaithful.
Yeah, fake wall.
But now is a real one. Yeah. Yeah, that's all from me.
Thanks for sharing.
By the way, do you have any feedback from the staff after they joined the trip?
I got one from my team this morning. All positive feedback. Mostly about teamwork. So because on the first ship early this year, he was not really involved to other members, but now our crowd is separate into small team, which is like about 10 people per team. So they have a lot of chance to speak with and work with each other. So more about teamwork and then about confidence. Yeah, he said that he feel more confident to face with difficult situation. Yeah.
And the feedback from my team was still as well. Just one thing, that's the toilet is a little bit convenient.
A little bit
Where?
inconvenient or convenient?
Restroom.
In where? Where?
Pagoda. The pagoda.
We cannot expect too much because it's in the pagoda area and camping pagoda.
So you wait, how do you do number 2? You have to dig a hole?
Yeah, that's one of the plans.
Yeah. So you do when you go camping?
Yeah, then it's camping. It's camping. It's not in the hotel.
Somebody's number 2.
Or save it until you return to the until you return to the hotel.
1 week. Alright.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. So next one, just following up with you for any idea relating to our discussion with the risk last week. So, do you have any feedback or any idea to share with
I still remember that Rich mentioned about the communication with customer. Much of he mentioned about that the GM, the team manager, need to involve, communicate with the customer instead of the team leader. So I don't think because
No, I think I don't think he was giving a direction.
Not the
He was just-
direction to recommend.
He was surprised.
Yeah, and also because the team leader, their English level sometimes not enough.
But you also got to realize Chris doesn't really have a great understanding of how we operate
Yeah.
specifically. He has a high level understanding of the business. He doesn't
But
necessarily.
also how we communicate, right?
Yeah.
If team leaders communicating via email, which I know that's the main form of communication that we're
Yeah.
doing.
If he knew how much his team leaders were communicating,
Yeah.
he wouldn't say for you to be involved to that extent.
I would just say like his call is be more proactive.
Yeah.
Just be more concerned, have more dealings with it. You know, if they're not sure, make them sure they touch base with you and understand what the email is being sent. You need to read through it. I think that's the call out.
And he probably doesn't understand most of the time you're CC'd on the emails.
Yes.
You're speaking to the customer anyway, just from a different perspective. Yeah, I wouldn't. I mean, not to say that he's wrong. I wouldn't just wouldn't implement something just because he said it.
Any other? I mean, we touched a bit on cascading. That considered any changes you'd like to see? Or?
Well, for me, so I haven't dealt much with Chris. I've had a little bit dealings with him. He's not he doesn't speak very directly. He speaks very indirectly. So when he says what he would like to see next year, that's effectively him saying we should start doing something now to put that in place for next year. For example, he started talking about how you're going to be reporting on your customers, how you're going to be determining trends. So if I was you, I would be giving consideration to what that looks like. So when he comes back in his second or third visit next year, you can say, hey, this is what we've implemented, this is what we've noticed, these are what we're working on.
Yeah, that's right. Because you have to understand, like the CEO not spend like 1 hour, half hour to spend with us, speak in front of him.
Yeah.
Will be the message, and then we expect that you realize the key bond within Chris speech. One thing I should mention is now like you want you guys as a team manager more focused on the data and the report to provide the OMG and the correct data so we can make the right decision moving forward.
Learning what's happening in the business, what's affecting the business, what to look out for, because that will obviously help you at the next level as you move, as you
What
progress.
we are doing is okay, fine, good, but like this is exactly what he expects more
Yeah.
from us.
He just wants everyone
about the number, the
Yeah.
data, the fact.
Just upskill everyone basically. So yeah, I think you should really start focusing on that, whether you introduce that to your business improvements meeting that you seem to have stopped having. Yeah.
Could call out again. The OMs should have time to think about it, but also expect something to be created. I know you guys here will always be quite proactive in all the things, but yes. I'm thinking of you guys do day-to-day business, right? You customers do together.
Yes, so if you think any ideas, we can add it to not only this meeting, we can add to CIC to have us
But you don't have to be isolated in your problem. You can still go to your wings, Izzy, myself, to flip to, hey, I have this idea, let's talk about it. You know, like, it's not like go on a tangent and create something. How about thinking about identifying a problem you would like to solve in your day-to-day that would be better for all of us. The idea is not to force you to say, hey, next week give me one problem you'd like to solve. This needs to come from within.
Yeah. And this needs to be, I would imagine, this needs to be worked on by everyone in the segment.
I'm sure you have problems that you see that you would like to solve, right? Whether it's immediate or already known or not. Okay, there's some things that we know we're already aware, which we'll fix. It's already on the list of fixes. So maybe part of that is maybe us communicating what sort of projects we're currently doing. Just like we do with the team, maybe once a month we just introduce them, hey, these are 10 things we're working, just so you know, these are the 10 things that we're working on at the moment in flight. And speaking to this team, that way they can say, oh, okay, I can see a problem here. Right. Yeah, it's just, and as he's working on a project, right? He's running a project now, onboarding. So, working in customer portal, so, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, as I said, I think it would be more skewed towards metrics of your teams, how they're performing, how they're tracking,
Operations.
positive or negative trends, and what those metrics are, how you report that is probably what you need to give consideration to.
I would like to know, right, as an indicator, just for myself, what would be an indicator to track customer satisfaction? Is there any such thing that you can say, hey, if we track this number, I know my customer is unhappy or happy. I don't know, something to think about. For example, the number of red lines, the number of feedback, or there must be some sort of data which can be linked to how we keep our customers happy. That's just like me just saying something, I don't want to go think about the same thing, but this is what I mean.
Yeah, it's the same reason.
Problem.
Same reason Chris didn't tell you what metrics to he doesn't know. That's why he's leaving it in your hands. Hey, you need to determine how you manage the performance of your teams.
So now we go around the table for any.
We don't have to go around the table. We just open it up.
Open up to the table for 5 minutes. I know you guys will get going off this one. Anyone have any updates? Good news, bad news, upcoming news?
Okay, I have one question regarding the company calendar. So when we receive that and we can release to the customer, the calendar, company calendar for next year.
Potentially subject to public holidays being confirmed. So has the public holidays been confirmed for next year? As in like when Ted is actually going to be, when...
We usually have that conversation in the next month or two.
Yeah, I don't think it's still quite early.
Another is asking for the starting point and then we
I
start.
understand that, but I think there are still other things to be worked out before
Yeah, no.
we
Just asking.
There's a few things that may overhang. We need to know when this
HQ.
HQ is being open, the banks travel. I know Mark Tong is
Well,
coming in January.
here's a quick question. When's Mark Tom coming back? No, not for you.
About 7.
What day? Yeah, who's watched the video? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I remember.
January, not the
Actually,
No.
He said the date.
He mentioned directly the day.
Yes.
Yes.
How did two people here say 14? I know 14. He knows 14.
See one listening skill.
Yeah.
C3.
Well, stop watching it at double speed.
That's good. We'll update you guys.
Yeah, that's a good point, but I think there's still other things to work
There's
out.
TED, there's a negotiation on how long we take off the TED.
No, well, the government has to.
Yeah, ready for the government.
Yeah. So like the May holiday, September holiday, and then work all our stuff around it.
So your customer ask about our holiday next year or any.
They want to be proactive. You want to be proactive, right? That's what you think.
But they should know that we've got a long holiday in Feb, a short one in May, a short one in September, right?
In case of a new customer.
Yeah, well, you can still tell them that these are around the periods that we have time off.
So it won't be too far from what it is.
Yeah, it might fluctuate a day or two. We can't give you a definitive.
So my customer also asked me about the calendar for the TED holiday next year.
Well, what you can reply is,
Yes.
so we discussed here, you can say that it's been finalized. However, we tentatively, this come see me if you really want to, but I can't see, I'm assuming that it's sort of the same as last.
9 to 17 at the
Yeah.
moment is what's
That
online.
9 to, yeah.
But you can also say,
That is my reply.
yeah, you can say, well, we need the government to confirm this, and they haven't yet.
Yeah, that is. that is my response.
My experience here, we take 1 day off before the actual day. 10th is Saturday, right?
No, this time it's Friday to Thursday at the moment, which is really annoying.
Which is like this year though.
Yeah, yeah.
This year was the same.
Yeah.
So the likelihood of that is like what, 80%?
So one more thing with the Christmas holiday. So when will we send the data, the extra leave from our staff to the admin? So we already
you can start
collect-
looking at that though.
Yeah.
I think you guys can start looking.
We can start collecting the extra leave.
We already collected the data from the staff, but not sure when we send this information to the admin, to the admin.
As soon as you can. You guys, has everyone started collating the data?
Yes.
Because for business holiday, we need to send an email to.
Yep. That's done. Good. Anything else? What's wrong, Man City?
What's wrong with
Alright, if there's nothing else,
Man City.
Nothing else. Thank you
You like
for your
this?
time today.
boom, boom.
Chúc mừng Thiện.